One thing, it's time for product research. My name is Chris, otherwise known as the Conversion Crusader. And for those of you who don't know me, never heard of me, but you want to learn dropshipping and you want to find products that sell, well, I'm the head of education over here at thefreedomclub.com. And we are a community of thousands of people across Australia and now the US, where we teach you how to do dropshipping step by step over the course of 30 days. And these are the sort of results that students of ours are getting. Now, if you want to join up, it's absolutely free to sign up. Don't go and buy an expensive course. Come and do our course. We teach you everything step by step, from what products to sell, how to sell them, how to scale. And this is free for 30 days. Sound too good to be true? It's not. Head on over. If you know a bit of dropshipping, but you're not quite sure what you're doing and you want to see if this is for you, you may as well come on in and see if this is for you. Now, if you are doing dropshipping and you're getting a couple of orders a day or more, let's just say 5 orders or more, and you want some professional fulfillment from China, there is a link in the description of this video that you can click, w.app/Conversion Crusader, to come have a chat with me on WhatsApp. Tell me what you're selling, and I will hook you up with my supplier who has literally helped me make millions, tens of millions of dollars. I've only ever used one supplier for my store, Homecraftology, and as you can see here, we've done 6.5 million over the last 5 years. We sell crafts, we sell custom, bespoke, premium crafts. That's my lovely wife there promoting our product, and this is just one of several stores that I show you on my stream of my products, and I'll be happy to show you more. So without further ado, let me go and invite all my students in from the Freedom Club, and then let's get this product research episode started. I'm just going to put my credits on and we'll be with you in a second. All right, and we're back. We'll give all the people a couple of minutes to log in. And then for the next hour, you got me showing you which products to test on your stores. Now let's talk through how this works. First thing I'm going to do is just bring up my chat window in YouTube, and then we're going to go through my legend. We're going to go through what my spreadsheet looks like and how it works. Okay. Got my YouTube open. Damon, welcome. Good morning. Let me move this over here. Now you can't see what I'm doing over there on Freedom Club, but you will in a second. All right. I'm going to share my screen and share this window. Morning, Deborah. Okay. So this is the spreadsheet here, guys. And this spreadsheet is my gift to you. This is completely free. Free of charge. Now, I do need to, for everyone watching on the Freedom Club, I do need to point out, this is not a Freedom Club spreadsheet. This is different from what's in the course. This is my personal one. The Freedom Club spreadsheet is done by somebody else who is in the Freedom Club, but this is the stuff that I find while I'm streaming to you guys live. Just give me a second, everybody. I'm just trying to update my video title, and then we're going to start looking at these products. Okay. Video title is updated. And actually, it's... Can you believe I've done 45 of these? We're up to episode 45. Product research. Now, for those of you watching on the Freedom Club, if you want to catch me on YouTube, you can do that. And in fact, you may as well, just in case you're not at home on your laptop and you want to watch this on the train or wherever, on the toilet. I don't know your personal viewing habits, but if you want to, there's a link to my YouTube there, and you can watch these simulcasted from Freedom Club also onto YouTube. Now, Let me explain this legend. Just give me 1 second. Okay. We are just about ready to roll. All right, here we go. This legend. So this spreadsheet maintained by myself. This is everything that I find in the stream. The rule is simple. If I find it on my stream and I think it's a viable product, it goes in the list, regardless of if you're selling it, if I'm selling it, if somebody else that we know is selling it. This is a list of truth. So for anyone's products that I find and they're on the sheet, I do apologize, but I have to maintain a consistent view here. I can't hide products just because someone else is trying to sell them. If I find them out there in the world, well, they're open for anybody. That's the way this works. And no one can get upset about that because anybody can do what I do, and they do. Hundreds of people, thousands, actually not hundreds, multiple tens of thousands of people do this on a daily basis to find winning products, and your store will get found. The only thing that we should focus on is making our stores the best and our ads the best that they can possibly be. Looking at the competition to trying to do better. That's the name of this game. Not getting upset when someone copies us or takes our idea or does this or does that, because they will, and it will happen. But instead, looking at how you can be better than everybody else. Alright, so the legend works like this. If the product is red, my advice is to avoid that product. Usually it means that it's just not a viable product that I can see as being profitable. Or it could be way too difficult to be dropshipping. A higher bar for entry. Orange means it could be a cool product, but I'm not convinced by the ads that I've seen, and I think we should wait. And I'll reassess it in a bit of time, and most likely it's going to be red after I reassess it. Usually. Sometimes, very rarely, sometimes we come back and we say, actually this one was green. White is a good product. If you feel pulled to sell a white product, go for it. They are fantastic. They should make you money. And in certain situations, they probably will make you more money than things that I deem as green, which are easy wins. Green, I think, are good for people on their first store. It could be highly profitable. It could be somewhat profitable, but I think it's a good idea. It's simply not white because I just think it'd be good for beginners. Yellow is either one of those two things. It's either white or it's either green. And it also happens to be a product that either I'm going to run, I'm currently running, I'm interested in running, I have it in my pipe dream to build a store to run that product one day, and I'm just flagging with you guys, go for it. If it's a yellow product, absolutely go for it. But you'll probably see my ads in the newsfeed, so don't get upset. That's all it means. Are they better than green products? Sometimes. Are they better than white products? Sometimes, but not always. Sometimes it's just because I happen to like that niche. It's a product that I would buy for myself, and it's something that I would consider selling on my stores. Okay. Having said that, let's go find some products. So we're up to 43 dropshipping products found this month. We're halfway through the month. It's been pretty good. I think we got our formula down. So we're going to go to Winning Hunter, which is my preferred way of finding products. And no, I'm not paid to say that. I could literally use any tool, but Winning Hunter is just my personal favorite right now. It changes though. It changes depending on new features that come out of different tools, the AI features, and Winning Hunter. Winning Hunter has some amazing AI features, by the way, guys. Incredible. We're going to select USA, UK. We could do Europe, but I'm going to keep it simple. It's easier for me to find products that are written in English and understand what they are. So we're just going to go for the big five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Australia, New Zealand, Canada, UK, USA. We're going to be looking for products that have been running for 30 days or more. And if you want to have the ability to do this in Winning Hunter, you have to have a paid Winning Hunter account. There's no way around it. You can use Winning Hunter for free. You won't be able to use the advanced filter. As you can see here, it's asking me to log in. So we'll log in. Any questions you guys have along the way, please let me know. It's a little quiet over here, guys. If this is your first time talking to me or watching me on a stream, hit the comments and let me know. Where were we? Facebook ads. If you have a particular niche that you want me to be looking out for, let me know. I am here to serve, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we'll try that again. USA, United Kingdom, Canada, New Zealand, Australia. Okay. Days running, 30 days running or more. Let's go. Oh, Damon, if you're watching, how's the mic, mate? I'm hoping that it's coming through loud and clear because I did some work on it last stream or before last stream. Okay. So now we're looking at Western products that have been running for 30 days or more. We're looking for problem-solving products that get my attention. K9 Street Fighter vest. In Canada. Interesting. Lisa, nice to hear from you. And welcome. Newbie, only a few days here to absorb. Absorb away, Lisa. Absorb away. And look, don't feel like if I talk too fast, if some of this is going over your head, you'll get it. You'll get it. Don't worry. You just need to be in it for a while. All right, let's go check out this dog vest. I don't know if this is something we'd want to sell in Australia, but let's check it out. Yeah, I'm really hoping that this mic now sounds like a proper studio quality mic. I went in there and did some audio engineering for my old days of being an audio engineer. I never thought I'd be tweaking those knobs again. And Aaron, look into the group. New to the group, looking to learn as much as possible. Happy to be here. I'm happy for you to be here, Aaron. Right, this is taking a while to load. Defense systems. Okay, so I guess this would be good for, like, I don't know if it'd be good in Australia because there's more of a hunting culture over there in Canada, right? And people would take their dogs hunting. Not that we don't do that here. It's just we don't do it like they do it, right? This is taking a long time to load up. It could just be that I'm streaming. We're going to pop this on the list. Oh, wait. We're going to check the ads first. We will probably pop this on the list. I don't know if it's something that I would be interested in selling, but there might be. I mean, you don't know until you test. You really don't. So these ads have been running since April 9, March the 7th, so that's over a month ago. February, January even. Okay. We will pop it on the list. Dog hunting vest. It might not be a hunting vest. I'm just going to call it that so that I understand what it is that I was looking at. Okay. Sometimes it's the weirdest things that you find that might work. Honestly. Waterproofing stuff. Polyethylene waterproofing leak. Nope, not interested in that. Bad worker. Comfortable shorts. Not interested in clothes. I mean, I've got friends who make stacks and stacks of profit selling clothes. But that's not what we teach at the Freedom Club. If you want to do that later on, go and learn the basics of e-commerce here at the Freedom Club. And then you can go and start a fashion brand if you want to. The reason why we don't get you to do that first is there's a lot of things, a lot of logistics to figure out. Like, how will you do returns? How will you source each product with your logo? How will you ensure quality? Okay, VIP release. See how these guys are trend hacks. I don't trust them. I don't really trust this this copy here, because there's a brand out there that uses copy like this called Jewel. And yep, this links to them. Bloody hell, these guys are just awful. Awful. And the reason why they're awful is if you go through and add this to cart and try and buy, this is all a huge scam. Nothing here is real. They will end up putting you on a plan on your credit card that you won't be able to get out of. It's disgusting. So we're going to skip them. A Code 18 wallet. This looks like... All right, we've had wallets before. So, for those of you who've been around a while, Ridge Wallet was huge. They used to sell something similar, and these guys, Code 18, have I've never seen these before. So these kind of new, selling the same thing. Just goes to show you can make a brand of something else that's done well, and you can separate yourself in the market, and you can do well. Pretty cool. And how are their ads? Running since March 5th, May 3rd, May 2nd. Yep, these guys they've been making ads and scaling since last year. Holy crap. Yep. So we're going to call this a what do I want to call this one? A hard case wallet. Cool name for it too. All right, Lisa has asked, any tips for avoiding scams like that, or is it trial and error? Well, the tip is simple. When you are looking up a product to sell, do your research thoroughly. I do the first step for you here on the stream. I find a potential winning product. If you wanted to say run the wallet, for example, you wouldn't just say, hey, Chris had this on the stream. This is definitely going to be a winner. I'm going to run this one. The first thing that you should do is make your own spreadsheet and copy and paste that information I've given you for this product into your spreadsheet. Go and use Winning Hunter to go and find, for example, we can do find competitors with Magic AI. And Winning Hunter will now go on the prowl looking for anybody else selling anything similar. And your job is to write down as many as you can. Use Google, use other tools, use the Facebook ad library, find other wallet sellers, even if they're not the same wallet, and have a spreadsheet of competitors and wallet competitors and all sorts of competitors. And research them all. Research their hooks, research their headlines, research their ads. Find out which ads you think are working so that you can take that angle and make it work for yourself. And do thorough investigation. Like for this one, okay, Jewel. Their price is $1. Their landing page actually looks legit. It looks nice. It looks clean. But their price is $1. So there must be some sort of upsell. Let's go through. Let's see how they're making money. Okay, got my cart. They want to chart. It was $1, and I guess I've put this in my cart before because I got 2 in my cart. So it's $2. Cool. Fair enough. Let's look now at the checkout. Okay, jvipdeals.com. That is not the same website as juleshoppingco.com. So completely different website. My product isn't even here. This is a big red flag. Okay, we're going to continue the shipping method, and no wonder I'm getting so many spam calls. I've given these guys my details so many times. Here we go. Okay, now it's going to charge me $4 for shipping plus $1 for the item. That's $5 in total. That pretty much, I'm sure that covers the cost of the item. I don't think they're going to be paying more than $5 for that thing. But here it's like, oh, actually, you will be charged $29 a month starting in 4 weeks from now. And then you realize this is a huge big scam. Yes, it says Jewel here, but it's the wrong URL. It's not even a Shopify checkout. This is a huge scam. So go through your competition and you make sure that they're all legitimate and they're all doing the right thing. And that way you'll know what to include on your landing page and you'll know what to include on your ads. Melissa, welcome. All right.
For those tormented by constant ringing that doctors can't fix,
Relivia.
ancient monastery wisdom has been transformed.
Okay, this must be against tinnitus? Tinea? No, tinnitus? Yeah, tinnitus. Let's have a look. So red flags will start to appear as you move through. They could. Most businesses are doing the right thing. No more hopping, just proven results. Why are we hopping? Does tinnitus make you want to hop? Actually reduce tension and pressure inside the head. Noise, notice reduced loudness, felt in charge. Oh. Interesting. honestly, what's that new version? That's interesting. Oh, that's because I got the pop up there. Website looks like a typical shrine website. It looks nice and neat, but they could have put a bit more effort into it, honestly. They probably don't need to. They're probably making bank off this. Let's have a look. They haven't touched their ads since May the 7th. That's now 9 days since they've done anything with the ads. They've got image ads, which is good. These look like decent image ads. Not perfect, but very, very good. A step above what I usually see. Ads are running since February. Yeah. Tinnitus. Tinnitus ear thing. Yeah, it looks like a decent product. And this one I'm tempted to say green. This looks pretty good. If you can find the product, yeah, that looks great. Different green color. That's the one. Okay. And like you could start with that kind of medical device, and you could have all sorts of medical devices and make a health store eventually. That could be the long game. Ooh, eye massager with steam.
To replenish water once. Do you know how comfortable 38 to 45 degree steam hot compress is? Like a mini humidifier, can spray 100,000 water.
I don't like the name of this page here. Katoptka Mall Run. I bet you this is going to be a complete crap product page. Yep. I mean, it's optimized for mobile. It looks and feels like crap. Ugh. Slop. I want to buy now. I can't. Oh, I can if I go down here. That's so confusing. $65 and at least the checkout is Katopt Mall. It's in USD. Okay, let's check their ads. Let's see if they're actually making any money. I bet you this is gonna. My bet is this will be what we call a spaghetti dropshipper, where they're dropshipping everything. And I'm correct. We are dropshipping everything under the sun. So they're not a competitor. They're literally just picking up slop and trying to make it work and seeing what sticks to the wall. We're looking for brands that have had success selling one or two things only and are focusing on that, because that gives us an indication that it's a good product. Warm hood dress. Ooh. A crumpet. What is this, like an oogie? Oogle? What are they called? My kids are something similar, but it was nowhere near as nice. This is a good product for Australia, because we are the one nation who probably swim a lot more in wintertime in public pools and need to get warm quick. Now, I know that I said no fashion. Sizing can be difficult. I know I said that, but this has got my attention. April 26, October 15. Okay. Oh, this is tough. Although they've been running for a month, so potentially there's some profit here. What I worry about with this particular brand is they only have videos, and they've only got 1, 2, 3 different videos. They're not really testing any ad copy. They're not testing any new static images. Either they don't know what they're doing, or it doesn't seem like they're unable to scale. I don't know. This is definitely something I'm interested in. This is definitely something I would consider running myself. Towel hoodie. I'm going to call it a towel hoodie. But I'm not quite ready to say go ahead yet. This needs to be orange. I'm going to come back in a couple of weeks and we're going to see how these guys are doing. This could be very seasonal, but there are parts of Australia, right? And I'm thinking like Melbourne, where you can still go for a swim on a warm summer's day and still need one of these. I don't want to sell anything that's seasonal though. That's the thing. I don't want to sell seasonal products. A goalkeeper. Afraid of injuries. Okay. This might be good in Europe. Hold on. You're selling me this pants and you're taking me to your collection page. I don't want a collection page. I don't even know what they were now. Oh, let's take a look. I guess you wanted me to choose for men, but this could have been done so much better. I'm guessing we're talking these things. Impact sliding shorts by Storelli. What if you buy the wrong size? Too difficult. There's easier fish to fry. Hey Damon, random question. If you were to start a brand new account, how many ads would I run with nowadays as a test? In each audience, test ad set, let's say 5 ad sets over $80. What I do, first of all, if I'm starting a brand new product and I've done my research, it's not so much testing if this is going to work, because I know there's other brands making this product work. So what I'm testing for is to try and find the best ads for me. And so I will test, I'll take, of the competitors, I'll take all of their best looking ads. I'll make my own version of them with similar hooks. But I've often found my own hooks work better, to be completely honest. But I'll test them all. I'll probably launch with about 10 different image ads, maybe 2 or 3 different video ads, all in an advantage shopping campaign these days. Or if you want a manual campaign, just one to start off with. I keep things very simple. $50 a day, $20 a day, whatever you can afford. At this point, I know I'm going to lose a bit of money straight up. I'm willing to do that to get the data. So I'm willing to spend $200 or $300 myself without getting a purchase. And I know that in our course, we teach you guys, if you don't get a purchase within $200 or $300, change products. But for me, I've already got the proof that other people are making the sales. I'd rather keep the flow of traffic coming to my website while I tweak the hell out of my ads and tweak the hell out of my website until I start getting those sales. And that's what's been working for me lately. But it comes down to the confidence that you've done your proper research and that you know that these other companies are making money. Because then it's just finding your right angle. And once you find the angle that works well in your ads, my best advice is bring that angle as the first thing people see on the landing page. The new account has a limit of $80, so run 12 ads in one campaign, let it run. And then one of the things, I don't want to speak too much about this in this particular stream because I don't want newbies getting all confused. But one of the things that I'm doing lately is I'm not sticking to the methods that I used to stick to. I'm doing more horizontal scaling. So when I see a few ads in my ad set that are working, I'll take those 3 or 4 ads, put them in a separate ad set and see if I can scale that to $100 a day. And then if I get 3 other ads that are working, I maybe put that into another ad set and see if I can scale that one. And just scaling out into smaller ad sets. It seems to be working well at the moment. Since I fixed my conversion issues the other day, yeah, we're having a ripper day on Homecraft today. And on Lush, doing quite well. So I do think, before I give you guys a full report, I do think it's worth giving horizontal scaling a bit of a try. And for those of you who don't know what that means, don't worry, just follow the course. Melissa, you just launched Saturday. Do I wait until you pause them to have a good look? Yeah, if you can afford, look, if you're not worried about losing 20 to 100 bucks, just keep them on until I can have a look. But if you've got some and the click-through rate is terrible and the cost per click is terrible, so we need at least a 1.5% click-through rate, and we need a cost per click under $3. If you're not getting that and you've spent $20 on a particular ad, turn it off. If you are getting those numbers and you're not getting sales, we need to have a look at your landing page and your email system and your email pop-up and your follow-up series and all of that stuff. Okay, we've got thinning hair. I feel a sneeze coming on. I do apologize. Cover your ears. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. Facebook ads. You're using OmniSend, Melissa. Terrific. But OmniSend, even though it's better than Klaviyo, I've still, like, I've got one store and my OmniSend open rates are terrible at the moment. Thank you very much, bro. All right, we got hair loss running since April 7. So over a month using a 5-banger. That's usually mine are 5 or 6 bangers, yeah. I'm allergic to this house. That's what it is. We don't want to move because we're in such a good location, but I'm allergic to this house. Stay glam. Okay. Terrible looking landing page on desktop, but I guess they're just making this for mobile. How do I get rid of this? I don't want to look at your pop-up right now. This is a trend that I've seen. There's websites only making their website look good on mobile. Okay, look, it seems okay. We're gonna pop it in. So this is like, I'm gonna put like aging hair because they've got a few hair products there, and they've got what we call a pre-sale landing page, which is an interesting way to do it. I've never had better conversions when I do a pre-sale landing page, but each to your own. Easy ink. Okay, I gotta check this out. What is this? Non-permanent tattoos. Oh man. Ugh. Reason why I'm saying that, I wanted to do this as a store 6-7 years ago, and my business partners at the time shut me down. They were like, Chris, we already got 4 or 5 great stores. I can see why this looks like a cool idea, but we don't want to do it. And at the time, I thought to myself, that's okay. I could do it myself. But I didn't. I knew it was a good idea. I knew it. Find yourself some very nice artists who will sell you designs. I'm sure we can source the application of these. It's basically a print-on-demand business. God damn, it's gone back on my list. Non-perm tattoo. You know why? I think, and the reason why I thought this was such a good business idea when I first came up with it is, and this is before I saw other websites doing it, it's simply because tattoos are more popular than ever, and they're growing more and more popular. So I could see that popularity rising. I did a Google Trends. I could see the Google Trends were popping up for it. I thought it was fantastic. And I thought more and more people want to express themselves, but they don't want to just choose one design. They want to be able to like put them on when they go somewhere to a festival or whatever, and try them for a while. And if they like it, get a permanent tattoo. Anyway, I do think that's cool. I would love to put that green, but I'm actually going to put that yellow. I would love to launch that one day. Damon, with meta ads, would I test a new ad account all broad or still use... I don't use audiences ever. Ever. And I don't see the point in trying to ask Facebook to use an audience. It's only going to use it as a guide, if at all. And I'd prefer just to know yes or no my product's going to work on a broad targeting, because I'm not interested in anything that doesn't work on broad. All right.
Hey man, what are you up to? Just showcasing our new seat cover.
Even on a new account, yeah, Damon. Even on a new account. I can't remember the last time I ever, and I start new accounts often. I can't remember the last time I ever did targeting. Now you might be looking at this saying, "Hey Chris, these Suo guys over here, they obviously have a cool product for Apple Watch. That's a problem-solving product. We should be selling that." I've seen people and students try and sell watch gadgets and stuff. It's not easy. It doesn't work out well. I wouldn't recommend it. Tech gadgets, I would definitely recommend. Things like chargers, they work great.
I'm afraid that if you do, the entire village will come to your house.
Wedge mouthpiece. Is there any stores within the Freedom family that we are able to purchase? How much would they be? I don't think that I know anyone in the Freedom Club who is selling their website, and if they are, I would definitely not advise to do it, because you don't know what package you're buying. If it didn't work, they'd be wanting to offload it, and you don't want to buy someone else's problem. Having said that, whenever I sell a website, and I do often sell a business, I build them, I sell them. That's my business model. So the ways to sell them is from Empire Flippers. EmpireFlippers.com is just one of several websites that I use where you can go and buy other businesses that are already up and running, and they're worth a lot. So Homecraftology, in its peak, because it sells crafts, we were doing 10 to 20 grand a day in COVID. It was crazy, and I had my website valued at $3 million back in COVID. Now it's not worth that now. I should have sold it, but I wasn't listening about it. I should have sold it, but I didn't. So it's currently probably valued. Usually we value our website at its takings over 12 months. So Homecraftology would be worth $1 million to sell. And I'm probably going to be, I'm looking at selling that by the end of the year, to be honest. I've got other stores that are making money. I'm looking at selling Homecraft, paying some tax on that, and using that as a deposit for my next house. So Empire Flippers is one way to do that. There's a couple of more. There's Shopify. Flipper is the other one. Well, I mean, that's a thing. That's a thing. I know you can't afford it, but if you look here, we've got e-commerce, $140,000. There's a not cheap at all. And you have to do your due diligence. I could put a price on Homecraftology on these websites of $2 million, and it's up to the buyer to do the due diligence to see if they can afford that. Put it this way though, no one's gonna sell a cash cow for cheap. If it's making a ton of money, they're gonna sell it for a ton of money. And you could be buying someone's problem. So I had a website, right? And I had all sorts of craftology brands. We had home craftology for diamond painting kits. We had scratch craftology, scratch craftology was for scratch kits. Thread craftology was for cross stitching. We had paint craftology, which was for paint by numbers. And we had a couple more. Puzzle craftology, which we never launched because puzzles weren't profitable. Anyway, I ended up deciding to stop all those Shopify accounts because they were just charging me for 5 different brands and put them all into home craftology and just save some money. Big mistake though. Big mistake. Because they were better off as individual brands that I could have sold. I realized this problem. And then I went back to Shopify and I said, hey, I used to have a store called Paint Craftology. Can we please, for the love of God, bring it back? And they did. They brought it back. They gave me access to it. It was up and running. I reopened my OmniSend account and I ran the store for a couple of weeks, got a bunch of sales, and sold it for like 100 grand. And that was just a crappy store. Just a crappy store that had done well in the past. They got a few sales this past week. And there's people out there who will buy an automated business. They'll spend a couple $100 buying an automated business just to make money. So Damon, you know, you've been getting sales on Vigor 8. You might not want to run it anymore, but you might want to have a look at if it's an asset that you can sell. Just saying. There'll be people out there who will buy that. Especially if you have a customer base and emails and automation. Now, where were we? Let's keep going. But no, Melissa, you are far better picking a product from my list. Picking a yellow product from my list. if you really want to know what the ones that I'm going to launch. I reckon, just to show you, right, we'll go back in time. Let's go back in time to February. So if you want a way more surefire way of making money, you go back to my February and March, okay? This is the best advice I can give you. Now, February and March, I found these products in February, and I was only looking for ads that have been running for 30 days. And you can see up the top, there's a fair few red ones. So probably half of them are red ones. Melissa, you don't need to compete with me. You just need to have a slice of the market. Don't think you can't compete with me. My God, I'm no e-commerce god. I've been doing this long enough. I'm willing to take the risks and test out a niche. And just because my website might or may not dominate a niche, doesn't mean you can't make money in that. Doesn't mean you can't steal what I'm doing and copy off me. And people do that all the bloody time. My gosh. People copy off my Lush Living without even knowing the conversion rate of that or how it's doing this month. They take it and they run it, and I'm just looking at them going, you know, that's not even close to my best store. It's actually not barely. It's barely profitable. It's breaking even. That ain't the best store to be copying, but people do it because they assume, they make assumptions. So all I'm saying, don't make assumptions. But anyway, go back in time to February, March, pick one of these products. You can see here, we did a whole exercise last month where I went through all of these one by one and I turned anything that wasn't profitable red. So these have been running the longest. These have the highest chance of you finding a winner in here. Go for greens, go for yellows. Look, Scratchcraft is here. I wonder if they're still making money. Just pick a niche. I'm not going to like single you out and say you took my niche. I'm probably going to be on this stream. I'm in the cleaning niche too. I'm in many niches. I'm probably going to be on this stream looking at your store going, oh hell yeah, look at that idea. I'm going to borrow that idea. Look at these guys. This looks like my old store used to look. I can't believe they've been making money on a product that I binned and stopped promoting. They've even got Wheelio. Cheeky buggers. They're even using Shrine, I think. Funny. Now you guys are fine. Honestly, you got to start somewhere. I didn't get to where I am by sitting on my hands. Jacob, hello, welcome to the stream, my friend. Now, I didn't get to where I am just by sitting on my hands thinking I can't get into a niche because someone else is doing really well. I got to where I am by looking at what was working and emulating that. Good artists copy, great artists steal. Just remember. Now, don't steal images, don't steal videos, don't go and just take someone's entire campaign and say, well, Chris said to steal. No, steal their ideas. Steal their ideas. And make them your own. When I first launch a website, it will look eerily similar to another website. Eerily similar. Or an amalgamation of 3 or 4 websites. But as I learn from what's working in my ads, it will take a different direction. And I'll usually double down on the message from my ads that I see working the best. And my implementation, so my ads versus someone else's ads, are going to be slightly different. This looks like an AI ad. No, it's not. The Halo Drive 3. Ooh. That's cool. You're just frustrated with 3 kids and working as a special needs teacher that you've exhausted and you can't keep setting up stores when they don't work. I think what you have to understand is the maths, right? So don't buy someone else's, Melissa. You'll make more money doing this yourself. You really will. Jacob, simulcast. Yeah, I'm teaching. So I'm streaming here on YouTube, and we are streaming as well here on the Freedom Club. The Freedom Club is the school where I'm the head of education here. We teach people e-commerce. We've got thousands of students. So all of my streams are simulcasted to YouTube and over to the Freedom Club. You can join the Freedom Club. You go to freedomclub.com. It's absolutely free for 30 days. You can go through our course if you like, but you don't have to. You can just sit here and watch my streams. Melissa, so when I did February, when I initially did February, all of these were white or green. And as you can see here, when I came back a couple months later, half of these in the beginning of the month are red. Now, as it goes further down the month, there's less and less red. That was just luck. It was just luck how that worked. I reckon on average, 1 out of 3 products that I find end up going red. So that means you got a 1 in 3 chance of picking a winning product that you can make work. If you happen to be unlucky and pick 3 red products, damn, that sucks. That sucks, but it does happen. There's been a few students who are in that boat. I myself have also been in that boat. This is a numbers game. And while your first 2 or 3 stores may be struggled, you just need to have 1 green or one yellow product or 1 white product that happens to stay that color, and you're set. Now, I've been selling Homecraftology diamond painting kits now for 8 years, and it hasn't gone red. There were some tricky times, some very trying times, but it's been green the whole way. And a lot of my craft products, they were the same. They had some difficulties in 2021. I wish I had just kept them on, but I didn't know now what I knew. Sorry, I didn't know then what I know now. So a few months back, I started making Freedom Club businesses. I probably tried 2 or 3 products. I made money on those products. I didn't make a lot. I made money on them enough to be happy, but I couldn't scale them. So I ended up just what's the word here? Pivoting products. I pivoted those products, and eventually rebranding my Lush Living store to be what it is today. And we're currently on Lush Living. We're making some money, but I am making a ton of emails. I'm getting so many emails, and we're above breaking even, so I'm making some profit. I've just been really working on that brand to try and cut the cost, trim the fat, and the biggest problem that I have is, and this is a problem that a lot of us have, if I could just get 1 or 2 people every day to purchase my big bundle, then I'd be highly profitable. So that's what I'm kind of working on now. How do I get more people to buy the bigger bundles? Key T, you just ordered 4 diamond painting kits to do organic. Nice. Welcome to the crafting game. Welcome to the crafting game. I hope you do well. So far today on Homecraft, it's only like it's nearly 12 p.m. I'll show you what we've done today. Man, this new Shopify live view, man, it pisses me off. So look, we've done 2,129 USD today. So far, and it's still only halfway through the day. We've still got until midnight. So what's that? 2129. 2129 USD to AUD. 3,300 Australian. Boom. It's a good day. It's a nice day. I'm happy with that. Where was I? Yeah, Melissa. Keep going. Just keep going. Just keep finding it. You'll get it. You'll find it and you'll never think back. Do I run TikTok or just Facebook? So far, I only run Facebook and Insta for most of my brands. I got a couple of clients who I'm setting up TikTok for this week. TikTok's a different beast. Personally, I find you get a lot more tire kickers, a lot less sales. Google is what I'm currently using for myself as well, and a lot of clients. So Google and Facebook. You're in the same boat, Damon. So important to take your time, do thorough product research, minimize store creation. It's a crap shot, unfortunately. It is a crap shot. It's a numbers game, and I can certainly show you the niches that are evergreen that I've seen other students make money. We're talking health related bangers. We're talking skin related, like looking old related. What would you call that? Like youth appearance bangers. Homeware, fantastic. Kitchenware, fantastic. Dogs and pets, fantastic niche. Crafts, amazing. What else we got? Like, so health would cover snoring devices. Sleep things tend to be good. The workout, so the health and workout niche, fantastic. Travel niche, amazing. What else we got in March? I mean, just get a feel. Look at the greens versus the reds, and you tell me what you think is going to work. Nails, terrific. Wallets, yes, cool. There's another wallet there. Grounding sheets. I don't know. That's health and wellness, I guess. Baby products, they do well. Red light therapy, that does well under health and wellness. Gratitude notebooks. So this is in the crafting niche. We've got essential oils. They do well in the healthcare niche. Oh, crafting pillows. Is that? I think I'm currently selling this. Actually, I might need to make an ad for it. Oh no, I'm not selling that one. I'm selling a different one. What else we got? Vacuum. So that'd be homeware. Vacuums do well. Tatami mats. So homeware and you know, kidwear, babywear. Hair works well. Hair products like hair curlers, hair straighteners, all that kind of stuff that does well. Oh man, there's so many products in here. Hearing aids. Who would have thought to do hearing aids? Jewelry. Jewelry can do well. What matters is implementation and the most important thing, and I think where Damon found his struggle, Damon, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Damon had a great product with a high ticket. That high ticket enabled him to make more money per purchase. And that enabled him to spend more money to find the client. Great, fantastic, good work. But the niche that he had chosen had a small audience. He had a product that focused really, really well on a specific type of health problem for a specific type of person. And I think he ran out of them. I think that was the problem. And that's also something. You need to have a product that's in high demand. High demand meaning a lot of people want it. KT, which payment gateways and banks do I use? I just personally, and I could do better. I just use Commonwealth Bank and gateways, Stripe. Well, not Stripe. We use Shopify, PayPal, just the usual. Nothing strange or secret there. Jacob, how much can I expect to spend before I finally find a winning product and start to make actual returns? Just asking, so there's no delusion. So it depends. Homecraftology, I had no money in the bank. Well, I had no extra money. I had a job and I was spending 50 to 80 bucks a day. I probably got a few sales in the first few days. I wasn't profitable for at least 1 or 2 weeks. And then I realized I had a great product and I was profitable. So maybe 400 to 500 bucks on that one to find that one. That was maybe my third attempt. Having said that, I'd made money on all of my other stores. It just, some were slightly less profitable, some were break even, some were we'd made some money but we weren't making profit. It really just depends. How much money do I waste? I don't think any loss you make, any mistake you make where you've made a brand and you've not made money, it's not money wasted unless you've literally thrown money at it and it's not worked and you just kept throwing money at a dead horse. Any money that you've spent testing is data for you to know what works and what doesn't work. So you're essentially buying data from Facebook and you're getting that back. And you're saying, hey, well, okay, I'm selling homeware products and selling homeware products like this in this way, this doesn't work. So it helps you do better for the next one. Lisa, not sure if this is the right place to ask, but the system works for products that are in warehouse storage already. What about products that are high potential in small scale, like locally made things? Nowhere do we mention anything about a warehouse storage. If you got a local product, the problem that you might find is when you try to sell it at scale, maybe you can't fulfill it, but that doesn't mean you can't sell it. It depends. You have to show me. You have to show me what you mean. Jacob, there's no waste or loss, simply learning and data extraction. That is exactly the right way of thinking about this. Why do I prefer Winning Hunter over Minia? Well, I don't know. I just like how it works. You know what I like about it the most? Let's say we wanted to sell this TV product or this car TV product. I can say in 2 clicks, I can go view details, and I got the Facebook ad library right here for the product so I could see all their ads. And that took me 2 clicks. Second thing, I know that these ads have been live for 30 days or more. I don't know if you can do that on Minia. If you can, great. If you can't, well, that's one of the things I like. The product page is 1 click away. So 1 click away product page. Where was I? I can use find competitors with Magic AI, and now Winning Hunter will go and use this AI tools to find as many competitors as it can find for this particular product. And most impressively lately is Winning Hunter's new AI stuff. Man, I'm so impressed with this. Not for... Where is the AI stuff? Ads AI. I wouldn't use these ads myself. Has it got my ads here? Generate AI ads. You can see here I use my magic wipe. Now, I'm not using these ads because it didn't do a great job of my actual product. Oops, sorry for hitting my mic there, guys. Didn't do a good job of my actual product, but I was able to generate these within a few seconds, giving it my product, and it came up with ads that I had never seen before from competitors. These are really good ads. I sent these off to my designer, and I'm like, hey, you go make these style of ads and put my product in there now. So it gave him some good ideas. So bloody brilliant work there by their AI generator. That's why I choose Winning Hunter. Will it always be this way? No, I used to use a different tool. I used to use Foreplay. Oh man, I was risking it with that search. I typed it in. I'm like, I hope I get the website that I'm looking for. This is foreplay. I know it's a badly named product, but this finds you ads as well. It's pretty cool. It's less for product finding and more for ad finding. And two slightly different things. That's why I choose Winning Hunter for ad finding. Mini Up, I don't know. I just don't prefer it. That's all. Aaron, is it a risk to choose a winning product that a competitor is doing really well at and dominating the market with? Hell no. That's how I make money. That's how I make money. So, to give you an example, Magic Wipe are selling. This is where I got the ideas to sell my products. These guys are selling this product in Amazon. And while I've sold about $30,000-$40,000 worth of these bad boys, and I have made a little bit of profit. Haven't made as much as I want because I need to get more people buying 4 or 6 off me. I'm working on that. But one thing I haven't done that these guys have done is I haven't branded my product yet. And I'm working with our product supply team to brand my product now. So we're going to be having custom packaging and a custom tag because I think that could push this over the edge. We'll see. A lot of the ideas that I got from my site came from this site. And if you look at mine, now we are testing out other products as well, but this is so far our winning product. I'm not so concerned with being if I was losing money, I'd be very upset not running this product anymore. But I'm not so concerned with breaking even because at least that gets me a customer base and at least that allows me to cross sell and sell them other products that I have on my store. Because you can see here, we have other products. And some of these other ones were almost winners too. I just haven't started those ads back up again, but I'm able to now cross-sell a lot of these very similar themed products to my audience through email. So I don't mind breaking even on this for a while, but I'm in a different position to you guys. I got a fair few profitable stores. If one's breaking even, not a big deal. But my focus here is to figure out a way of getting more people buying 4 or 6 cloths for sure. Now, as you can see here, it's heavily inspired by these guys. Very, very similar, but I have some very key differences. And I think my landing page, honestly, I think this is way better. I think I've nailed it. So I took their ideas and I made it even better. That's what I want you guys to do. Now, you might be wondering, how are you going to be in a niche where another place is dominating? The fact that they're dominating, it means that there is demand for that product. So go out there, and as Austin says, and I wholeheartedly agree, your job is to take a slice of that pie. That's the only thing you have to worry about. You just need a slice of that pie. A small slice to start, and as you begin to understand your audience, that slice gets bigger and bigger and bigger until you're good to go. Anyway, guys, I think that is enough for the day. Yeah, well, I don't think. I'm actually out of time. It's 10 past 12. We've been here for an hour. We've done some product research. Let me give you guys again the link to this sheet as my gift to you. Just in case you don't already have it. Get in here, find your product. How do I get the 100 banner on my site? 100 banner. Which 100 banner? You mean the top one or this one? Which banner? Let's just wait for Melissa to explain. The gold banner. How do I get the gold banner? I'm not sure what the gold banner is. Down the bottom. Hold on. The gold banner down the bottom. Oh, look, that's just I bought that image, and people keep stealing my image, but I bought that from that the gold sticker from stock imagery from Adobe stock. People steal it. but that's someone's work, so I bought it. So I officially can use that on my websites. All right, ladies and gents, that's it for the day. Thank you for everyone watching over on YouTube, and thank you for everyone who's tuning in on Freedom Club. I'll be back on Tuesday for product research on Tuesday night, and then we'll go and do some advanced classes after that, another masterclass. Until then, take care, guys. Have a great rest of the weekend. Go make some money, and I'll see you soon.